The evolution marches on. The dreadful abysms of ignorance are left behind. The broad vistas of truth knowledge stretch invisibly on. The veil is getting thinner and thinner. The splendid possibility of divine glory living in matter's house has been unequivocally asserted. The song of transfiguration and ecstasy, that is what he is asserting. That is what he is asserting here. The life divine shall be real in the divine's birth on earth. There is harmony and sweetness and joy. The involved spirit has triumphed over the obduracy of the physical nature. In the divine multitudes, oneness is the victory of the spirit. This world and that world, they are not different. That oneness is established here already. Out of that arises a new and marvelous creation. Out of that oneness arises this new and marvelous creation. Sad thoughts have become sweet songs. The long-suffering existence is now changing into a thing of beauty, which is joy forever. By the process of a wonderful poetic logic, with the swift running force of a narrative, revelatory, with the power to realize what is revealed, the poet has accomplished the miracle of tracing the entire course of this vast evolution. See, just few lines, the whole course and its culmination, he has brought down here completely, you see. Out of the inconscience and the obscurity of matter came first life and then mind. What is now expected is the glory and marvel of the divine birth. That is what is expected here. And the poet has brought the whole thing to this point through Narad's songs. The establishment of the name of Vishnu here, name, that is the manifestation. Name stands for manifestation of the divine. Such is the delightful song of Narad in the rasa, in the flavor, in the joy, in the taste of felicitous devotion. He is offering his bhakti to his Lord by singing this song of creation and where it is going to go. Yes, my Vishnu will come and live in this mortal creation here. That is his desire, that is his devotion. This song has the entirety of sweetness to bring joy to the hostiles who have stood too long in the way of the growth of consciousness. The hostiles, the adversary forces, they have been standing across the path of this progress. And this song has the entirety of sweetness, joy to the hostile. They also feel happy with the song which Narada is singing. All these 5 songs they are hearing and they feel happy. Our moment of redemption has come. We shall be free. That is their joy. That is their happiness. They are happy that they will soon be vanquished in the greatness of the Spirit and that in His victory their horrendous task will be terminated. They have undertaken a very difficult task, hostile. By opposing, they want the progress to go on. But now it need not be by opposing. It can be by complementing also. Opposing has a role in this condition. That role is now getting fulfilled. And therefore, they feel happy. And that in its victory, the horrendous task, the product of the dark inconscience shall be dissolved for good, and they feel happy. And therefore, as he sang all this song, and as he sang, the demons wept with joy. Yes, our moment of happiness has arrived. The demons wept with joy, foreseeing the end of the long, dreadful task. They had undertaken the dreadful task upon them. Now they are happy. Yes, our job is over. We now lived all this horrendous task, and we can live always in the divine himself. And as he sang, the demons with joy. So that is the power of the song, you see. That is the power of music also, you see. and the defeat for which they hoped in vain. See, there was no hero until now who could defeat them, and they were hoping that somebody would arise and defeat them, terminate their work. Defeat for which they hoped in vain, and glad release from their self-chosen doom. They had taken upon themselves this task, this doom, and return into the one from whom they came. Go back to the Supreme and disappear into Him. Yeah, that is the transformation. Yeah. Yeah. So, but they have a choice also at that point. If you want to come and participate, yeah, but they are happy to go back. Their task is over. They have come into the Supreme. And return into the one from whom they came. A return, it does not mean that they are dissolving themselves. It does not mean that they are disappearing into it. One from whom they came. The four powers which separated from the divine, they are now happy. Look, we are now going back from where we have come.
Comment on dit, c'est arrivé à cause de quelqu'un d'autre. Dis-le. C'est pas eux. Because of someone else? Yes, I mean Narad, and I mean because the sons of Narad. This transformation because of I mean they are not themselves the demon who.
No, they feel happy now that moment for the return has arrived.
Yes.
They feel, Narad is singing those songs, they feel, yes, now we can go back to the source from where we have come. To the source from where we have come. They feel happy. Narad singing, they are listening, everybody is listening. They are attentive also. And they feel that there is an assurance now things will happen. The moment has arrived, they were hoping for the defeat, but they were not getting defeated. Now the moment has arrived for them. Evolution need not have been a tortuous, painful process, explains Shivandu in one of his letters. But then a dark possibility could have been there and it had to be exhausted. In the evolution, it could have been in the domain of light, but still a dark possibility could have been there also. We cannot rule out that possibility, and that had got to be exhausted, and therefore this whole process. But then a dark possibility could have been there and it had to be exhausted. In this many dimensional unfoldment of the divine delight, the infinity of inconscience had to be met in its full scope and operative might. Full scope should be given to inconscience. Then only your joy also becomes greater. In response to every dissent that had occurred until now, it always threw answer antagonistically to distort it. The divine have come, but again always got distorted, if not to destroy it. Therefore, triumphing over it means establishing a greater delight in the mode of the very existence consciousness itself. In other words, that is the way of the divine to grow. How does the divine grow? This is how he grows. That is how he expands. The demons now return into the one, into the supreme origin from which they had come, the bright womb of creation. Thus is prepared the hazardless way for evolution to grow from knowledge to greater knowledge. Once the demons have got transformed, then there are no hazard, there are no difficulties. But the progress does not stop with that. It is from knowledge to knowledge, higher knowledge. Means more and more potencies of the divine, they emerge, they come out into manifestation. That is the progress in knowledge. The miracle of reaching via ignorance, the divine multitude to such a strange possibility. That is what we see here. And then we conclude this thing. He who has conquered the immortal seed. So that is how Narada is coming, singing all the song. Now he is reaching the destination, see. He who has conquered the immortal seed came down to men on earth, the man divine. Now, he was conquered the immortal seeds. Narad was immortal. He was here on earth. By his tapasya, by his sadhana, he conquered the seat of the immortals. He became the Godhead, demigod. Became the demigod. And it is by that power he is seeing his Vishnu, by his bhakti or whatever you want to call it, he is seeing this. And it is he, that kind of a person, down to men, to a man divine. The demigod, it is he who is coming, man divine. Obviously, it has to be man divine only. It cannot be Superman divine. Narad has grown up from here, has become man divine. He is standing on the topmost level of this creation, but on the lower side, not on the other side. Therefore, he is still man divine. Because he is man, he can come. As I said earlier, Superman has no mechanism of coming down here. The process of transformation which Narad undergoes, the Sankhya process of transformation which Narad undertakes, that mechanism is not available for a Superman as yet. So he cannot come. He cannot come. But this man divine therefore can come. Such is the happy significance of Narad's visit to Madra, to Ashwapati's palace. In his diamond haze, the way, see with what rapidity the whole description is flowing and his songs are moving. It follows a whole movement of creative delight in a surge from inconscience to the birth of a new world. Narad can accomplish such a feat because he is a hero and a warrior who has conquered the seed of the immortals. Who has conquered the immortal seed. He is a hero and a warrior who has conquered. By his yoga tapasya, done here on earth previously, he had attained the status of man divine. Indeed, it is such a being, such a man who presently comes foreseeing the new leap of evolution. He sees now a new world is opening out, a new door is opening out to the light, and therefore he comes. A decisive leap in his wonderful adventure. But this foreseeing is also connected with the work of Savitri. Obviously, it is in that whole context he is coming here. Work of Savitri has to do here. He must hasten to Madra with the word of fate and deliver it to her in time. In time. His spiritual sight and action in that word's dynamism go together. Word itself has the full power in it, but his action and his sight, that he is carrying out. The last sentence here, as might a lightning streak. How is it coming now down here? The way the lightning streaks, you see. Narada is jumping down into the earth. As might a lightning streak, a glory fell, nearing until the rapt eyes of the sage looked out on luminous cloud, and strangely limbed his face a beautiful mask of antique joy, appearing in light, descended, where rose King Ashwapati's palace to the wind. He sees the palace in front of him, appearing in light, descended, where arose King Ashwapati's palace to the wind in Madra, flowering up in delicate stone. That is the description of Ashwapati's palace, flowering up in delicate stone, gems and jewels and all that. Narada is seeing from above that palace, as if the palace is seeing in front of him the landing strip, see, and he's about to land now, but he comes with the speed of a lightning here. As mighty lightning streak, a glory fell nearing until the rapt eyes of the sage looked out on numerous clouds and strangely limbed, his face a beautiful mask of antique joy, appearing in light descended, where arose King Ashwapati's palace of winds in Madra, flowering up in delicate stone. After a long journey from paradise to earth, Narad, the heavenly sage, now reaches his destination. His stations on the way were heaven, world soul, mind, material things, earth. Here on the banks of Alakananda is the crown city of King Ashwapati, Madra, flowering up in delicate stone. It is on one summer morning that Narad visits his place. He leaves it at noon. He comes here and at noon he leaves the place at noon. After meeting the royal family and delivering the word of fate, he must have been here for about 4 hours. Yeah, he goes back after. Yeah, because his mission is done. His task is done. He goes back.